The days widened without warning, hours stretched past intention. No starting line, no familiar rhythm, just space that lingered. The shoes gathered a quiet layer, not dust but distance from something I used to enter without thinking. I searched for urgency, something to restart, a signal to resume, but nothing arrived in that form. The pause that stayed didn't fade. It settled into the edges of how I moved without moving. For some it's recovery, for some uncertainty, for others a silence they can't define. No shared outline, no single cause, still it holds each person in a different kind of stillness. I expected clarity, a moment that explains why I stopped, but it never resolved that way. The pause that stayed carried weight without sound, not absence, but something unseen that remained. The road didn't call, it existed unchanged, open without asking if I'd return. And something within didn't disappear, just waited in a form I couldn't use yet. No timeline to follow, no measure to track, just a stretch that didn't break. The pause that stayed still counts, still holds, not because it moves, but because it didn't dissolve. Not every gap needs filling, some remain until they become part of you. And what you carry through stillness might shape more than motion ever could. The pause that stayed became where I stand, not lost, not delayed, just something I lived through. No return, no restart, still here. The shoe stayed still by the door, no early step, no quiet street, just time passing without movement. The body held something back, not broken, not gone, just enough to say, not today. I've measured days by distance, by effort, by how far I went, but these don't fit that line. Days I couldn't run, still count, still stay. Not because I moved, but because I didn't leave this. For someone it's pain, for someone just wait, for someone it's a reason they can't explain. And none of it looks the same, still it holds them in place for now. I've waited to feel ready, to feel right, to feel clear, but these days don't change that way. Days I couldn't run, don't erase what stayed. They hold something quietly in place. The road didn't leave, it stayed unchanged, still there waiting without asking anything. And something remained even here, not emotion, but in not letting go. No proof to show, no step to mark, just time that didn't break me. Days I couldn't run, still count, still build. Not because I moved forward, but because I didn't turn away. Not every step is taken, some are held until they be stronger than anything you show. Days I couldn't run are part of me, not lost, not wasted, just something I carried through. No step, no run, still here. No step, no run, still here. I passed that point quietly, no signal, no shift, just a step that didn't stop where it used to. It didn't feel different, no sudden strength, no release, just the same road continuing after. I thought that place was the line where things would end or change in some clear way. Still forward from there, no finish, no break, just distance but didn't stop after that step. The breath stayed uneven, the pace didn't rise, nothing easier, nothing gained right then, but something held through that point and carried into what came next. I've waited for a moment that defines what I've done, but it never comes that way. Still forward from there, not because it changed, but because it continued beyond what I knew. For someone, that point was everything. For someone, just a step they didn't end. And after that, the road didn't stop, it stayed open in ways they hadn't seen. No marker to show, no proof to hold, just distance that remained ahead. Still forward from there, still counts, still stays, not because it's seen, but because it didn't end. Not every step changes everything, some just refuse to be the last, and what comes after might not feel different, but it is further. Still forward from there is where I am now. Not finished, not defined, but beyond where I once stopped. That point passed, still forward. I've been here before, this exact point where the pace fades and breath tightens. Nothing sudden, just enough to make stopping feel right. It's a place I used to accept the quiet ending. I wouldn't question, just turn around and call it done. No failure in it, no reason to push, just a line I believe was mine. Where I didn't stop wasn't louder, wasn't clear, just one step that stayed when I would have ended it here. The same thoughts arrive on time, you've done enough, this is fine. Words that fit so easily into the moment, but something doesn't follow that line anymore. It stays just long enough to not agree. I've waited to feel stronger, to feel ready, to feel sure, but this place never changes that way. Where I didn't stop had no signal, no sign, just a choice that didn't end this time. For someone it's distance, for someone just today, for someone it's a second they didn't walk away. And none of it looks the same, still it becomes a place they didn't think they'd pass. No comparison to hold, no proof to show, just the fact it continued at all. Where I didn't stop still counts, still stays, not because it's seen, but because I didn't leave. Not every moment needs strength, continue. Same place, new step, still beyond. I drew the lines to beat myself quietly over time. Places I'd stop before I tried to go further. They felt correct, consistent, a way to understand what I could handle. I stayed within those edges, adjusted pace, held back steps to match what I believed was real. Beyond my own limits, no signal, no break, just a step that didn't follow where I said I'd stop. The body shifts slightly, breath tightens, then steadies. Nothing dramatic, just unfamiliar enough. I look for signs, something clear to confirm this is different, but nothing answers back. I've trusted patterns, repeated runs, what I've learned, what I've seen, but this doesn't stay inside them. Beyond my own limits, doesn't prove, doesn't ask. It forms outside what I defined before. The road continues past memory, no reference, no comparison, just distance without history. And something keeps going without checking if I belong in this space. No decision to force, no line to cross, just movement that didn't return to before. Beyond my own limits, still counts, still stays. Not because I understand, but because I didn't stop. Not every limit is real, some are drawn just to hold what you knew at the time. And what you find beyond them isn't strength, it's space you hadn't used yet. Beyond my own limits is where I stand today. Not clearly, not defined, but further than I allowed myself before. No break, no proof, still beyond. I had a version in mind, something smaller, more contained, a line I thought I wouldn't cross. It felt accurate, reasonable, a way to stay within what I knew. I shaped my effort around that frame, adjusted steps to match what I believed I was. More than I thought I could be, not louder, not clear, just a place I'm standing in that didn't exist before. There were days I held back, times I stopped right on cue. Nothing broken, just following what I thought was right. But something kept moving past that line quietly without asking if I agreed. I've waited to feel different, stronger, more sure, but this didn't arrive that way. More than I thought I could be, not because I pushed, but because I didn't hold myself there. For someone, it's distance. For someone, just today. For someone, it's one moment they didn't turn back. And none of it looks the same, still it leads to something. played most days, call them small routine. Nothing worth remembering, nothing I'd name as growth. I kept it quiet even to myself, just another run. Nothing special, words that made it easier to move on. I've counted what was missing, tracked what I lacked, measured progress by what I hadn't reached. More than I gave myself credit for, not obvious, not loud, just everything I kept when I could have stopped. There were mornings I almost skipped, evenings I cut short. Still I showed up more times than I admit. No perfect streak, no clean record, just returns that didn't end where they could have. I've waited to feel enough to feel ahead, to feel sure, but I never counted this. More than I gave myself credit for, even unclear, even incomplete, just something that stayed longer than doubt. For someone it's distance, for someone just today. For someone it's showing up when leaving made sense. And none of it looks the same, still it builds into something they don't fully see yet. No comparison to hold, no scale to match, just effort that stayed with me. More than I gave myself credit for, still counts, still stays. Not because it's perfect, but because it didn't disappear. Not everything needs recognition, some things become before you notice. What you've done might already be more than you've allowed yourself to believe. More than I gave myself credit for. More than I gave myself credit for. More than I gave myself credit for is where I stand today. Not finished, not defined, but further than I once thought I could be. No praise, no claim, still it counts. I didn't mark the distance, no check along the way, just the same steps repeating without announcement. Nothing felt remarkable, no sudden shift to hold, just a rhythm I stayed in longer than I thought. I've measured before, tracked every mile, looked for proof, something clear to tell me I've moved further than I realized. Not louder, not clear, just the place I'm standing in before I knew I was here. There were days that felt the same, runs that blended into each other. Nothing special, nothing to keep at the time, but they stayed, they built in ways I didn't follow while I kept showing up. I've waited to feel stronger, to feel new, to feel ahead, but it didn't come like that. Further than I realized, not because I pushed, but because I didn't stop when it was easy to. For someone it's distance, for someone just today, for someone it's the first time they didn't turn away. And none of it looks the same, still it leads to a place they didn't think they'd reach. No comparison to hold, no didn't notice when it changed. No clear moment to define, just the same road continuing like it always had. The rhythm stayed familiar, nothing sharper, nothing lighter. Still something beneath it shifted quietly. I looked for markers, signs of progress, something I could recognize. And name has changed. The place I reached without knowing was never announced, never shown, just something I stood in before I realized I had moved. There were steps I didn't count, days that felt the same. Nothing special, nothing worth remembering at the time. But they stayed, they built in ways I didn't follow or question while I kept going. I've waited to feel different, to feel stronger, to feel new. But change doesn't arrive like that. The place I reached without knowing held more than I saw. Not louder, not clearer, just further than I thought I could be. For some it's distance, for others just showing up. For someone it's one step they didn't stop from taking. And none of it looks the same, still it leads to a place they didn't expect to reach. No comparison to hold, no standard to meet, just movement that stayed through time. The place I reached without knowing still counts, still stays. Not because it's visible, but because I didn't turn back. Not every change feels like one. Some arrive without asking to be noticed. And what you've built might already be more than you allow yourself to see. The place I reached without knowing is where I stand right now. Not finished, not defined, but further than I've ever been. No signal, no proof, still I arrived. They thought I knew my limits, where I slow, where I stop. Lines I've drawn more than once without question. They felt accurate, reliable, a way to understand what I could and couldn't do. I've stayed within those boundaries, adjusted effort to match what I believed was true. Beyond what I knew, there's no signal, no map, just a step that doesn't match what I thought I was. The pace shifts without warning, breath tightens, then settles. Nothing dramatic, just something unfamiliar. I look for signs, something clear to confirm this is real, but nothing answers back yet. I've trusted what I've learned, patterns, repeated runs, but this doesn't follow them. Beyond what I knew, doesn't explain, what I found out here wasn't planned, just something I didn't turn back from. Beyond what I knew became where I stand. Not clearly, not completely, but further than I'd ever been. No map, no name, still beyond. This point again, same as before. Not the start, not the end, just a place I stood too many times. The pace drops slightly, breath gets shorter, nothing breaks, just enough to make stopping reasonable. I've ended runs right here, called it enough, called it done, left without thinking twice. I go past this, not faster, not strong, just one step that didn't stop where it used to. The thought appears on time, you've done enough, this is fine. Familiar words that used to land without question, but now they don't settle, they pass through without holding anything in place. I've waited to feel different, stronger legs, clear mind, but this point stays the same. I go past this without proof, without plan, just a line I didn't accept again. The road doesn't shift from me, it doesn't ease or respond, still it stretches beyond what I expect. And maybe that's enough, no promise, no sign, just distance that still exists ahead. No argument to win, no doubt to erase, just a step that continues anyway. I go past this, not louder, not clear, just something that didn't end this time. Not every barrier needs force, some just need not stopping yet. And what I pass right now won't show, but it changes everything after. I go past this and I keep moving, not because it's easy, but because I didn't stay. Same place, new step, still forward. This point feels familiar, not the start, not the end, just a place I've stood more than once begun. The pace begins to fade, breath gets tight, nothing dramatic, just enough to make stopping make sense. I've ended runs right here, called it enough, called it smart, left without questioning it. I don't wanna stop here, not this time, not again, no proof I can go further still. I don't want to end it here. The thought appears like always, you've done enough, this is fine. Words that used to settle without resistance, but something doesn't follow that line anymore. It stays just long enough to not agree. I waited to feel stronger, to feel certain, to feel ready, but this moment never changes that way. I don't wanna stop here, not because I know, but because this point isn't where I stay. The road doesn't shift for this, it doesn't ease or adjust, still it continues past where I hesitate. And maybe that's enough, no guarantee, no promise, just distance that still exists ahead. No argument to win, didn't break this time. Not every moment needs strength, some just need not stopping yet. And this right here isn't the end, unless I decide it is. I don't wanna stop here, and that is enough. Not to prove, but to continue beyond this point. Same place, same choice, still forward. The work is done, no more to add, no extra miles, no last attempt. Just a body holding everything it's been given. Shoes are set, gear in place, nothing missing, nothing new. Just a quiet overnight that doesn't ask for more. I've chased better days, stronger legs, clear signs, but none of it matters now. Tomorrow is race day, nothing to fix, nothing to prove, just everything I've carried meeting the road as it is. The doubt still speaks like always, you're not ready, not enough. Familiar lines that never fully leave, but tonight they don't settle, they pass without weight, like something I've heard too many times. I've tried to feel ready, to feel certain, to feel right, but it never comes that way. Tomorrow is race day, not perfect, not clear, just a moment that arrives, whether I'm ready or not. The road is already what it is, it won't adjust for me, it won't ask what I need, and maybe that's enough. No expectation to me, just distance waiting to be run. No more building, no more changing, just everything as it stands. Tomorrow is race day, no more becoming, no more preparing, just stepping into what I already am. Nothing gets added tonight, nothing gets fixed or changed, only accepted. What I bring is enough, not because it's perfect, but because it's mine. Tomorrow is race day, and I won't turn away, not because I'm certain, but because I'm here. No more waiting, no more building. Tomorrow I run. No one trucks this kind of run, no numbers that stand out, just a familiar road holding another return. The body moves without signal, no surge, no peak, just repetition that doesn't ask to be seen. I've chased runs that show clear gains, visible shifts, but this stays unnoticed. The run that builds quietly doesn't prove anything, no moment to claim, just something forming over time. The pace holds without urgency, no push, no strain, just a steady line that continues past expectation. I don't check distance as often, not because it doesn't matter, but because this is different. It doesn't arrive all at once, no clear point where it changes, just layers adding without sound. The run that builds quietly stays longer than effort, not in speed, not in distance, but in what remains. The road repeats as always, same turn, same path, but something forget. I've run this before many times, still today, at something I can't yet measure. No finish to define, no marker to confirm, just distance settling into me. The run that builds quietly doesn't stop when I do. It stays beyond the moment I leave the road. Not everything grows in sight. Some things form without being seen. And what feels small, repeated enough, becomes something that doesn't break. The run that builds quietly becomes who I am, not suddenly, not clearly, but through everything I kept doing. No proof, no sign, still it built. I didn't go far, just a short loop. Nothing impressive, nothing new. The same turns I've taken over and over. The pace felt unremarkable. No surge, no breakthrough, just movement that barely registered as progress. I've defined growth in bigger terms, longer runs, faster times, something visible to hold. Small steps still count, not loud, not seen, but they remain longer than I thought they would. The body didn't change overnight, no strength gain, no weight lifted, just repetition without announcement. But something accumulates quietly without asking for attention or proof. I've waited for something clear, a sign, a shift, but this doesn't arrive that way. Small steps still count, not because they show, but because they stay when nothing else does. The road holds everything, not just effort, but return each time I come back to it. And today wasn't different, just another small addition to something I can't yet see. No finish to measure, no moment to mark, just distance forming over time. Small steps still count, even unseen, even unfelt. They build in ways I don't notice yet. Not everything needs scale, some things need consistency. What feels small doesn't stay small, and it's repeated without stopping. Small steps still count, and now I see, not in one run, but in what remained. Nothing changed today, still something did. I didn't wake up with a plan, no breakthrough on my mind. Just the same road waiting like it always does. The body felt familiar, not fresh, not broken, just carrying what yesterday left behind. I've chased numbers, tried to define what progress means in lines in time. One step ahead today, not far, not fast, just beyond where I stopped yesterday, and that is enough. First steps don't feel different. Same breath, same weight. No signal that this will matter yet. But something quietly builds, not in speed, not in distance, but in continuing. I've waited for the right day, clear mind, strong body, but it never arrived that way. One step ahead today, without proof, without promise. Just a small shift that stays longer than doubt. The road doesn't change, it reflects what I bring into it each time I return. And today I brought just enough to not stay the same. No finish line for this, no moment to hold, just distance that quietly increases. One step ahead today, not visible, not loud, just a direction that didn't exist before. Not every step needs to prove something, some just need to happen. Whoa. One step ahead today and tomorrow will follow. Not because I planned it, but because I moved today. No leap, no change, just one step ahead. He used to map exits before he began. Not fear, just awareness. A quiet understanding of where it could end if needed. She carried alternatives like backup plans, shorter routes, easier pace, options folded neatly into every run, just in case. It wasn't weakness, just structure, a way to remain in control of the outcome. The choice that disappeared didn't break, didn't close, it just faded from reach, somewhere between one step and the next. Another runner held the same pattern, measured effort, calculated strain, knowing exactly how far was enough. But something shifted without warning, not the body, not the pace, just the relevance of stopping began to dissolve. No decision marked it, no moment defined it, just a gradual loss of that option. The choice that disappeared was still there, in theory unchanged, but it no longer fit into the way I moved. The road stretched as it always had, same turns, same distance, but the questions felt different, less urgent, less present. He noticed it late, almost missed it, that familiar thought, you can stop here, arrived, but didn't stay. Not resisted, not ignored, just unanswered and gone. The choice that disappeared wasn't taken, wasn't refused, it simply lost its place in what I continued to do. Not everything ends with intent, some things fade when they're no longer used. A path once available becomes distant, not close, just irrelevant to the direction. You've become the choice that disappeared, left nothing behind. looking for it again. It didn't vanish, I just stopped reaching for it. Nothing had ended officially, no words, no closure, just a day that looked like any other. I moved through it normally, same rhythm, same steps, but something felt slightly removed from before. No break, no clear line, just a quiet shift in how things held together. Before it became final, nothing changed outside, no signal, no sound, just a silence that didn't reverse. That didn't reverse. The room felt familiar, same route, same pace, but every step carried something unspoken. I didn't question, didn't define, no need to confirm, just movement through something close. And I then did things with clarity, clean lines, clear choices, but this stayed uncertain. Before it became final, there was no decision, no point to mark, just something I didn't undo. The distance built without force, not escape, not intent, just separation quietly taking form. The road didn't change, but I did, not suddenly, not completely, just enough to not return. No witness to this shift, no proof it was right, only the absence of continuation. Before it became final was already after, not because I chose, but because I didn't go back. Some endings don't arrive, they accumulate until nothing remains to hold. Before it became final, held everything, not clarity, not release, just the moment I didn't continue. Nothing stopped, nothing broke, still it ended. I didn't decide to stay, no clear reason held me, just a moment that didn't end when it could have. The room was quiet, unchanged, nothing pulled, nothing pushed. Still, I didn't leave when leaving made sense. I've had reasons before, clear intentions, defined lines, but this had none and still remained. No thought, still here, no answer, still present, nothing driving, nothing stopping, just remaining. The road didn't call, it existed. The steps didn't lead, they happened. Time passed unnoticed, yet I stayed. Someone moved past, or maybe not. I didn't check, didn't follow. The world kept its distance, and I kept mine. I've left for less, stopped for nothing, but this didn't end. No thought, still here, no meaning, still real, no direction, no movement, just not leaving. remain. No start, no end, still here. I didn't start with purpose, no clear reason to be there. Just a pair of shoes and a quiet road to run I could have skipped. The morning felt unresolved, not heavy, not light, just something unfinished I didn't want to name. I've left before, cut, run short, turned back early, called it enough, no consequence, no memory that stayed. I stayed, that was it, no moment, no shift, just didn't leave when I could. One step, then another, without explanation. Not fast, not slow, just moving in a way that didn't ask anything. And somehow that was enough, not to follow, not to change, just to remain when leaving made sense. I've needed reasons in the past, goals, targets, something to hold, but this felt different. I stayed, that was it, no clarity, no meaning, just the absence of stopping, the absence of turning back. The road extended without effort, distance happened without force, the pace found itself without instruction. You were gone, or maybe not, I didn't check, didn't need to, something had already settled. No realization, no conclusion, no point to define, still something remained after I stayed, that was it, not strength, not discipline, just continuation without negotiation. Not everything needs a reason, some things just don't stop. And somehow that was enough. Not everything changed, but I didn't leave again. Nothing dramatic, nothing resolved, still something held. He left before the street could fill with sound, door half closed, keys forgotten, a life still arranged behind him, but something refused to be left there. She kept the rhythm perfectly intact, measured pace, controlled breath, every mile accounted for, still something unaccounted remained. No pursuit, no pressure, just a presence that didn't follow because it never left. Running from what stayed, didn't create distance, no matter the pace, no matter the miles, it was already there within every step I took. Another ran harder to outrun the weight, longer routes, tighter splits, precision increased, but clarity did not arrive. He had reasons he could defend, the logic well constructed, but what remained didn't respond to justification. Different lives, different exits, same quiet presence, unchanged, persistent, unmoved. Running from what stayed only revealed how close it always was. Not ahead, not behind, but carried within. The shift came slowly, without signal, not a stop, not a turn, just a realization that distance was never the answer. The road continued unchanged, but the meaning did not, each step less escape, more exposure. No confirmation, no resolution, only the absence of denial growing clearer. Running from what stayed became street without leaving. Running from what stayed was never distance, it was recognition, arriving step by step until I stopped running away. It never followed, it never moved, it was always there. He woke before the noise could define the day. No urgency, just awareness. A life arranged with careful reasoning, but something within it felt misaligned. She followed patterns that once made sense, measured days, predictable routes, until repetition lost its integrity and silence began to question everything. No rupture, no collapse, just a gradual erosion of certainty. A quiet recognition that continuing was no longer truth. A direction that felt honest, not certain, not safe. No guarantees, just alignment was something I couldn't ignore. Another stood still